Hi, I'm Don Smith. I can't believe 3 months have passed since we were last in Atlanta, and I had that same opportunity to introduce myself. A lot's transpired over those last 3 months, and we thought it would be kind of fun and interesting to sit back for a few minutes and talk about what's happened, to recognize some of the things you've done, and talk about some of the future opportunities that we have as a group. I've put a few notes down, so hopefully you won't mind as I refer to them, because I would like to talk to you about some of the things that have happened and where we're going. It just doesn't seem possible to me that 3 months have gone by and we have done the things that we've done in Avon. Really historical. Think what you have done and what we have done as a group. Redistricting, rezoning, redivisioning, new mail plants. All of them, I know, not overly fun for you and your representatives. As a matter of fact, reading some of the letters that we get, I know many people didn't think it was fun at all. What a tremendous effort by everybody. And when you think about it, it's the first time, at least that I know of in my many years with Avon, that we've ever done this on a national basis. And we're now at a point where I think we can be very pleased to know that we have markets defined. We have territories that are right. We have districts that are properly done to provide an earning opportunity to each of you in the manner in which you want and we would also like to have. So a great deal has been accomplished, and we thank you. I think it's time also to pay tribute to not only you, the district sales manager, but also to your division sales managers and the people in the branches. They have worked extremely hard to bring us to this point in our rolling out of Opportunity Unlimited. At the same time, we realize that the job is not done. There's still a lot of tough work ahead. I wish I could say that it's all going to be fun and games, but you know it's not. It never will be. But in the next number of weeks, we have a responsibility in the field that will be most important to the future success of Opportunity Unlimited. And I'm talking about the grouping and the selection of group sales leaders. Let's talk grouping first. It is so important that as you sit down with your records and with your numbers, that you be certain that you have provided an earning opportunity that is right and proper for that individual. Don't kid yourself, don't kid her. Make that group just what it should be. Make it big enough, make it workable. At the same time, the selection of a group sales leader, I can assure you, is got to be the key to the success of this program. We can have markets, we can have records, we can have programs, but if we don't have the right people, this will not work. I caution you, I urge you, I ask you to be certain that you select that person that you know can do the job and do it well. Ask yourself some basic questions. Can she handle $60,000, $90,000, $150,000 in business? Can she work with 20, 30, or 40 people? Can she do those group meetings? Can she make that step training calls? If the answer is yes, you've selected the right one. If it's just because she was once a team leader or she's a nice person, then you're not making the right selection. So be very careful. If you need help, work with your division manager. But make this a very, very important aspect of what you're going to be doing. It's also fair, I think, to tell you that we recognize that it's not been easy since the first of the year. Probably the toughest winter most of us can remember. We shouldn't use the economy as an excuse, but unfortunately, I think we also recognize that economic times have not been easy for us. The sales for the first quarter are disappointing. They're disappointing to you, I can assure you. They're disappointing to us. But we know it's not due to your lack of effort. It's due to many things that have transpired. But we really do have things to look forward to. The economy's going to be better. Now we have Opportunity Unlimited at the threshold, ready to roll. You can now become the sales manager that you want to be. Do the things that are necessary to make you the successful person that you want to be and we want to be. As we said in Atlanta, Opportunity Unlimited is truly here. We can overcome any adversity in our judgment with this program. So I'm excited, and hope you are, about this opportunity. Speaking of Atlanta and Opportunity Unlimited, I want to ask you to do something for the next 45 minutes or so. I want you to sit back and relax. I want you to relive Atlanta with all of us. The excitement, the fun, the fanfare, all the things that took place, but most of all, the promise of the future. See what Opportunity Unlimited is all about. Enjoy it. Have fun with it.
We see the stars. We see the sky. We feel the sun up there hanging so high. We see the people, you bet we do. And America's saying to you, you got to reach for the stars. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sun, yes you can if you try. Reach for the people, they'll do the rest. They're all waiting for the best. 'Cause the best has a beautiful future. The best has a beautiful dream. Yes, the best has a beautiful vision and a beautiful team. So come on, ring up the bells. Keep on ringing. Ring up the bells. Keep on singing. And soon you'll be shouting hooray. 'Cause tomorrow starts today. 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 Touch every heart. Touch every dream. Touch every face. Add to the team and sail toward tomorrow. That's the way. And tomorrow starts today. And tomorrow is for you. Yes, tomorrow is for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Osmonds. A unique beginning to a unique convention. And as the song says, tomorrow starts today. Hey, welcome to Opportunity Unlimited. The story is big, our setting is big, and why not? It's fitting. The biggest gathering in the biggest room to honor the biggest news that's ever come from Avon. And to start the event off, it's my great pleasure to introduce you a gentleman you all know, the Vice President for Field Operations. A warm round of applause for Don Smith.
Thank you. Wowee! What do you think, everybody? In my 25 years with this company, I've spoken before a lot of groups. But this group is truly one of a kind, all of us together. The biggest, the brightest, and the best. You know, I really can't see all of you, but I'll bet I could hear you if you'd let me. If you just stretch those vocal cords just a little bit, I think we can cut this conference center down to size, as a matter of fact, branch size. And to start us off, I think it's only fitting that we hear from that group that is host here this week for us, Atlanta and Denny Brown. Newark, Delaware, where are you? Okay, North.
Let's hear it for the Opportunity Express from Pasadena, California.
Pasadena, let them know.
Morn go, forever let us wave our banners high. All right, that's it, morn go. All right, woo!
I'd like to proudly introduce to you and all of the management in this great big arena today to the Springdale field team.
Northeast rise and cheer out loud. 82 is our year to be proud. Coming through at 82. Coming through at 82. Coming through at 82.
I guess that takes care of all the branches, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. I think they call it number 1, Kansas City.
Let's hear it from the number 1 branch.
What is Opportunity Unlimited? It's just that. An opportunity unlimited by the past. An opportunity to be the best that you can be. Opportunity Unlimited is going to help you change your lives and change them for the better. In the coming months, you'll be able to see the results because you will have made the most of your opportunity. You will manage more efficiently. You will get back to the basics and you will make more money. You know, if I were to make a movie about Opportunity Unlimited, what it's all about and how it changes and enhances the lives of those that it touches, I'd have to cast the next speaker as one of its stars. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Sarrell.
Would any of you managers like to have your open territories filled? Would you like new representatives serving more customers and sending in larger orders? Would you like your activity to increase and no orders decrease? Well, then Avon's got the answer for you. It's called Opportunity Unlimited. And what it means is success unlimited, earnings unlimited, and a future full of unlimited potential for you, your representatives, and your district. And I've got to tell you, right now, I wouldn't trade places with anyone, anywhere. You see, I believe. I believe in myself, the group sales leaders, and the future of this company. I believe the opportunity is unlimited if you have vision to see beyond tomorrow. I believe the opportunity is unlimited if you dream of a brighter future for you and your district. And I believe the opportunity is unlimited if you believe. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our most successful group sales leaders and good friend, Sue Atkins.
Good afternoon. When I started selling Avon over 3 years ago, I never in my wildest dreams thought that I'd be standing up here in front of all of you talking about myself. My goal was to earn $28 a month so my son could go to nursery school. And I can still hear my district manager telling me about the Avon opportunity being unlimited. Now I know how right she was. Basically, my sales coordinator earnings have given me my someday. We all have our own someday. We all have dreams. What am I talking about? It's a phrase all of us use. Someday I'd like to have, someday I'm going to buy. These somedays came true for me because of my sales coordinator earnings. I paid for Christmas before July. I bought my husband a remote control television. I started a savings account for me to finish my college education. I bought a very fancy and very expensive 35mm camera that I've always wanted. And I've had the money and the opportunity for traveling. Yes, my sales coordinator earnings have made my someday happen today. Thank you very much.
It's a great time. It's an exciting time to be a part of Avon, for we're in the midst of change. Many are calling it the most significant change in our history. It's a change that emphasizes results, not theory. At first glance, the change appears structural, simply the adding of a new level to our field organization. But it is more than that, much more. For this change to work, to take hold, we need to take a hard look in our corporate mirror. We need to examine ourselves. We need to see where we can become stronger, where we can grow. And most importantly, we need to examine our attitudes. Group sales leader is a great idea. But the idea alone will not make us more successful. Only we can do that. By how we view group sales leaders, what we do with them, how we manage them, and how we manage ourselves. Blueprints don't make a building. Craftsmen and workers do. We've got a blueprint for a fantastic future, but it's up to us to build that future. And the real key to building it is the attitude that we take into this program. It can make the difference between excellence and mediocrity. And for us, the people of Avon, mediocrity is unacceptable. I know many of you are concerned about this change. That's understandable. Change can be unsettling. It can even be a little scary, if that's how you choose to look at it. I'm asking you to look at it differently. Let it be exciting, not scary. Let it be stimulating, not unsettling. Let it turn you on, not turn you off. I want you to remember that change is what you make of it. I also want you to remember that many things at Avon will not change. Much will stay the same. We are a people company, a caring company, a company with a smile on its face and a smile on its logo. We aren't going to wipe that smile away. We aren't going to become a tough, hard-nosed organization. I do hope we'll be lean and strong and flexible, but always with a heart, always with compassion and understanding. At Avon, we take great pride in our relationship with individuals, how we nurture talent, encourage growth, and reward achievement. That emphasis on people won't change. It will become even more important in the Avon 80s. We've always had a commitment to quality, to excellence, in our products, in our people, in our programs, in everything we do. And that won't change. If anything, we'll strive for even higher levels of quality. You see, Avon is determined to stay not just the biggest, but the best. And that won't change. What must change are some of the attitudes we have. Attitudes about certain aspects of our leadership style and about the way we view our roles as sales managers. I want to talk with you today about a few of those attitudes. I want to talk to you about achievement, about earnings, about personal development, and about the importance of having an entrepreneurial spirit. Let's begin by stressing the importance of achievement, of high expectations. In December, I had the pleasure of going to Hawaii to be with the winning representatives and district sales managers in the 1981 President's Celebration. Some of you were there, and you know what an incredible experience we had. It was fantastic to be with a group of over 800 top producers, and when I say top, I mean top. I had the privilege of talking with representatives who are selling $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 and more a year, and selling it in territories, thank you. Bill Cheney told the group he'd like to bottle their enthusiasm and serve it to every representative in the world. And Bill was right, and I'd pay for that party myself. I want you to know about a wonderful person I met at this celebration. Her name is Billy Darcy of the Kansas City branch. Her manager, Bobby Davidson, is here. Billy's sales in 1981 totaled almost $60,000. Billy earned $25,000 from her 300-home territory, and those earnings grow each year. Billy Darcy has a Cadillac sitting in her driveway. It's not pink. And it's not a gift from Avon. It's better than that. It's a Cadillac that Billy Darcy bought for herself with her own money. And she has that money because she sells Avon. Boy, does Billy sell Avon. What makes the Billy Darcys of this world such great achievers? I believe it's because somewhere along the way, they learned the importance of setting their sights ever higher, constantly striving to do more, to be better. Low expectations almost always result in low achievement. We need Billy Darcys in every district, and we will have them. We need more than ever before to raise our sights, to establish higher standards, to expect substantial growth. We need to have the courage to tell each group sales leader and each representative exactly what we expect of them, and to recognize and love them for it when they achieve. I'm sure some of you may be thinking, well, that's easy for you to say, Jim Preston. But with a continuing emphasis on staff size and additions, it's hard for me as a manager to set high expectations for prospective or existing representatives. After all, they may leave or not sign the contract. And then I'm faced with yet another opening and yet another addition. So I'm not about to be too demanding. Well, that's understandable. But it's also wrong. It's wrong for the representative who needs to know what is expected of them. It's wrong for the customers who will not have the opportunity to purchase the products they want and need. And it's wrong for you. Because without sales growth, you cannot succeed. If there were ever a time to change that attitude, to begin to expect more, to ask for more, it's now. You're going to have 8 to 10 people recruiting for you in every area of your district. You owe it to your customers, you owe it to your group sales leaders, and most importantly, you owe it to yourself. So let representatives know exactly what you expect of them. I urge you to adopt this new attitude at the very first contact you have when you return to your district. Opportunity Unlimited will reward achievement. It will recognize results. It will honor excellence. And the opportunity remains equal for everyone. But the rewards will go to those who best take advantage of their opportunity, those who achieve. And those who achieve are those who earn. I want to emphasize the word earn. Group sales leaders will not get a paycheck for putting in a certain number of hours each campaign. To make money, they'll have to produce. Their earnings will come through sales growth. Our entire earning structure rewards growth. Sure, as Don said, they'll get a 1% commission on sales up to the prior year's level, but that's not the real money. They'll get 10% commission on any increase. That's 10 times the earnings for sales increase. Recognize and cherish growth. It's the lifeblood of our business. And let me say loud and clear, we have a long way to grow. I'm sure you'll hear some group sales leaders say, how can I possibly get a sales increase of 10 to 15% or more year after year? And maybe some of you have asked that same question of yourself. Well, let's do a little basic math. It's a fact that prices keep going up. Our products are no exception. In 1981, our prices went up almost 9%. What does that mean to you? It means that if you had the same number of representatives as in 1980, and if they sold the same number of products to the same number of people, you would have had a 9% sales increase. That's a fact. Add a few more orders or customers, and you're well on your way to a 12 to 15% increase and more. Now, here's the bottom line. If your representatives didn't have at least a 9% sales increase last year, That means they sold to fewer customers or sold fewer units. And that's not good enough. Not for the best. And we are the best. On the other hand, you've heard today many success stories about the earnings of our top group sales leaders. These achievers are the people on whom we're going to concentrate. They are the foundation of our future growth. We want to strongly encourage representatives to have more than one territory if they demonstrate they can cover them. So too should we give effective group sales leaders larger groups of representatives. In this way, they too can earn even more. But what about district sales managers? What about you? How will your earnings be affected? Well, based on the number of test managers who are in the circle of excellence, obviously, the opportunity for outstanding sales growth is there. How well you do depends to a very great extent on how well you select, train, and lead your group sales leaders. How far can you go? How high is up? Again, that depends on you. If you become very skilled in developing group sales leaders, there is no reason. 12, 15, or more group sales leaders. In effect, you could have 2 districts instead of 1. And if you do, we believe you should be compensated accordingly. The opportunity is there, and it is yours. A third area we need to concentrate on is the development of an entrepreneurial spirit. What is an entrepreneur? Well, according to the dictionary, it's a person who organizes, manages, and assumes responsibility for a business or enterprise. Sounds like a district manager to me. An entrepreneur is action-oriented. She doesn't say, give me. She says, I'll go get it. But there's more to it than that. She takes initiative. She takes risks. And there's nothing wrong with taking the right kind of risks. In fact, you can't succeed without them. Entrepreneurs, leaders, district sales managers, all must run the exhilarating risk of taking the initiative, the necessary risk of hurting someone's feelings temporarily in order to help her grow forever. We must instill this same spirit in representatives and in group sales leaders. It's their business. When we appoint a group sales leader, we're not asking her for something. We're giving her a business opportunity. Her rewards will directly reflect the amount of time and effort she invests. Every entrepreneur has to invest time and often has to invest money to make money. You know, some managers and group sales leaders have felt we should pay sales leaders to come to training sessions. That may be the old way, but it's not part of our new philosophy. We're providing high-level professional management training, and this training is for them. It's for them to be able to maximize the group sales leader opportunity. If they're unwilling to invest the time or the cost of gas and babysitters, then perhaps, just perhaps, we've made the wrong selection. This leads me to the fourth point, to an Avon tradition: personal development and personal growth. You've seen 2 examples of that here today. Everything about Opportunity Unlimited is geared toward growth. And nobody knows better than you how people can grow. Nobody knows better than you the joy of seeing someone go from being shy and insecure to a successful, confident businesswoman. But we must recognize it takes time to grow and develop. And often it takes some failures along the way. No representative, no group sales leader, no district manager, no one is Avon. No one in Avon is going to succeed every time. Success, change, achievement all take perseverance, trial and error, and time. You know, in baseball, a 300 hitter is considered fantastic. He's right at the top. But you know what it really means to be a 300 hitter? It means that for every 10 times you come to bat, you fail 7 times. 7 times out of 10 you don't succeed, and still you're the best. I think it's important for Avon people on every level to think of themselves as 300 hitters, to realize they're going to strike out sometimes, and that's okay. Nobody gets it right the first time in sports, in business, or in life. But if they stick with it and keep working at it, they'll someday experience the joy of hitting a home run, of making that big sale, finding that new customer, appointing that top representative, and slowly but surely building a very successful business. At our rallies, I've seen group sale leaders with an entrepreneurial spirit. I've seen them radiate a confident enthusiasm for their new role. Within a few months, many have gone from being average representatives to outstanding businesswomen. They're now looking at the business with the same mature viewpoint as a seasoned district manager. While we've had group sales leaders uninstructed begin to talk about price tagging territories. We've been asked if we were going to increase prices because they recognize that their commissions are based on the pricing of our products. And if prices don't keep pace with inflation, neither will their earnings. This from a group sales leader. We've had people independently run advertisements in newspapers in their group area and tell how they figured out the cost of running the ad versus the rewards they would get just from the recommendation program, let alone the commissions they can get by filling empty territories. That's entrepreneurial spirit. That's personal development. And we need more of it. Well, in the past 15 minutes or so, we've covered a lot of ground. Now let me try to recap in 3 sentences. You can't have earnings without achievement, or achievement without personal development. And it's difficult to achieve and develop without an entrepreneurial spirit. To sum it all up, what we're striving for is to help each of you be the best you can. The best managers do set high expectations. The best managers do want to achieve. They are impatient with the status quo. The best managers do want to earn more. They want sales increases. The best managers never look for reasons not to act. They take charge of situations. They are entrepreneurs. The best managers constantly demand more of themselves. They want to grow and develop. And the best managers are the happiest managers. How many sour-faced Circle of Excellence managers do you know? But what I want you to know is that with Avon, with the new attitudes I'm asking you to develop, every manager can be one of the best. Each of you has the power to be the best. You are the #1 factor in the sales success of your district, not the economy, not your market type, not geography, not the weather, but you. Your level of expectations and your effectiveness in managing representatives. Opportunity Unlimited is going to help you increase that effectiveness. It's going to make it possible for you to do the job you need and want to do. It's going to put sales back in sales manager. For too long, we've sometimes spoon-fed representatives with prizes and programs and sweepstakes. It's time to put the spoons away. It's time for all of us to take responsibility for our own success. I'd like to see us have fewer prizes and more pride. I'd like to see us have fewer contests and more commitment. And we intend to work toward that goal, and we need your help to achieve it. Avon District sales managers have never been more vitally important than you are today. I am convinced that right this minute, you are the best field management team in our history. I'm also convinced that you have only begun to tap the wealth of your potential. Your great days are ahead of you. You have excitement and higher earnings waiting for you to claim them as your own. As you take the risks of leadership, you're going to learn and stretch and grow. As you pursue excellence in every facet of your life, you'll find rewards that are immeasurable. As you join the ranks of entrepreneurs who have changed the world, you will change your world. You can do it. With the right attitude, with belief in yourself, support from all of us at Avon, I know you will succeed. There is no turning back. The present and the future meet in this moment. The future is here, and you can make it yours. Reach for it.
You've got to reach for the stars, reach for the sky, reach for the sun, yes you can if you try. Reach for the people, they'll do the rest. Never wait for the best, 'cause the best has a beautiful future, the best has a beautiful dream. Yes, the best has a beautiful vision and a beautiful team. So come on, ring out the
Someday I'm gonna be someone with a business that's mine to run, be a mover and get things done my way. That someday is today. Someday my opportunity is gonna come calling me, and I'll be ready to stand the world on its ear. That someday is here. Won't be long before I become the kind of winner I want to be, helping other folks one to one, changing, growing, and having fun. Well, someday they'll be proud of me. I'll turn my dreams into reality. Life is fine and it's time to be taking my bow. That someday is now. We're beginning a brand new day. It's opportunity unlimited. Now's the dawning of a bright new time. Me and Avon, we're gonna shine. Gonna shine. Someday I'm gonna be someone with a business that's mine to run. Be a mover and get things done my way. That someday's today.
Please join me in greeting Bob Fund, our Group Vice President. Bob?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to spend a moment and talk to you about the kind of future I see for Avon, and for each of us in this room. I can state our future in one phrase: the pursuit of excellence. At Avon, excellence is a tradition. We prize it. We hire it. How else could we have a group of district sales managers like all of you? And we believe in rewarding those who excel. We enjoy paying tribute to the best among us. That's why we created the Circle of Excellence. How did you feel last night as you saw the top members of the Circle of Excellence? I'm sure you were proud of their achievements. I'm sure you enjoyed seeing them on stage, getting the star treatment they so richly deserve. Because they are true Avon superstars. But I wonder how many of you sitting in the audience said to yourself, that could be me up there. I could be in the circle if I really tried. There is one difference between those 10 managers and everyone else who has made the same wish. Those top 10 managers took their wish and went to work to make it happen. Right now, I'd like to extend to you an invitation to excellence, an invitation to join the Circle of Excellence. It's an open invitation. Every district sales manager in this room is invited. In a moment, you'll discover a fabulous place this invitation can take you. It's the trip of a lifetime. But it's not really the most exciting part of the invitation. It's only the icing. If you accept my invitation, you'll travel much further on your own than you will in a group. Your expectations will extend beyond any nation's borders. Your horizons will expand, and so will your income. And I can guarantee you, you will never again be content to do less than your best.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wanda Wise of the Atlanta branch has just made Circle of Excellence for the 9th time.
They're the ones who lead the nation, an inspiration to the concentration, the circle of excellence. Dedication, the circle of excellence. Appreciation, the circle of excellence. Expectation, the circle of excellence. Your destination is the circle of excellence. Your destination is the circle of excellence. The circle, the circle, the circle, the circle, the circle of excellence.
Everyone driving a Chevette should have their new car by early summer, at the latest. And oh yeah, happy driving.
This conference is just about over, but we want to get serious for a few minutes. but our future. Our new Avon era is just beginning. I know a lot of you came to Atlanta with mixed emotions. You came here because we bought you a ticket and said, come. That's a Bob Hope line. Some of you, I'm sure, came here tired from a hectic fourth quarter. Others were frustrated by a flat economy, disappointed in your sales, working hard for a sales increase that wasn't there. And what did you find here in Atlanta? You found hope for a future that will be better than today. You found hope for a future that you can believe in, work toward, and enjoy. I believe that that future is here. I believe that you are holding it in your hands, and it's called Opportunity Unlimited, and it's up to you, each of you, to make it work. Never forget that we are behind you in all that you do. You have our support. You have our trust. You have our confidence. Sure, sometimes we've made mistakes. Sometimes we've caused you to be upset or worried. But we have eyes to see and ears to hear. And believe me, we have gotten your message. You want the opportunity to manage your districts efficiently, and you will have it. You want the opportunity to earn more, and you will have it. You want the opportunity to pursue sales increases, and yes, you will have it. You want the opportunity to appoint good representatives and keep them? Yes, you will have that too. All of these opportunities are yours with Opportunity Unlimited. Together, we will pursue a future that will make us proud. We can do better. We can be more successful. We can be the kind of Avon district sales managers we always wanted to be. It's yours. Go get it.
And now, Tony Award winner, Miss Linda Hopkins.
You've got to reach for the stars, reach for the sky, reach for the sun, yes you can if you try. Reach for the people, they'll do the rest. They're all waiting for the best. For the best is the beautiful future. The best is the beautiful dream. Yeah, the best is the beautiful vision. And a beautiful dream. So come on, ring out the bells. Keep on ringing. Ring out the bells. Keep on singing. And soon you'll be shouting hooray. 'Cause tomorrow starts today. Yes, tomorrow starts today. And tomorrow is for you. And it's not a crazy dream. No, it's out there coming true.
It's been done before in America.
America is vision and leadership.
And people and plans.
It's incentive, energy,
And trust.
And love. Touch every heart. Touch every